We are almost done with Chapter 1. Get lost. There's nothing you can do to me. I'm gonna be safe because I'm the lucky Tatsumi. That's his voice now. You know about the insect too? You're no regular student, are you? Are you the one they talk about? Who are you? I'm a devil summoner. What? Are you Raidou Kuzunoha? If Raidou's after me, I'm finished. Dang my luck. I don't know much about the insect. I just got it from someone else. Do you remember those masked men? It was them. They gave it to me. It wasn't my fault. Those masked men tempted me, and the insect can steal other people's luck. Thanks to the insect, I got real lucky. This cage houses the insect. Remember the guys from Menin Show? Those masked men gave me the insect. Come to think of it, when I got the insect from the masked man, he was there. Oh yeah, that's him. He was there. When I got the insect from those masked men, he was there. He told me very specifically, don't tell anyone about us. Huh? I've said too much. Are they gonna come after me? Curse my luck. Wait, you said you were a devil summoner, right? Hey, can you help me? It's your job to protect people, right? I mean, I don't want to help him because he's a Dorcas, but helping him will help us get to the masked men and Don. Oh good, yes, I knew luck was on my side. I'll give you a juicy piece of info. It's about Don's identity. Picking a fight with those masked men is about the same as picking a fight with Don. You ready for this? Huh? What the? So warm. So hot. Am I dying? If I die, those masked men can't get me. I'm safe. I mean, he's not wrong. What luck. I'm so lucky. We almost had it. That's his voice now. We almost got him to spill everything on his dealings with Don. What's that? Looks like a piece of the insect cage Tatsumi was holding. Well, now that he's up and vanished, we're out of leads. Let's head back to the agency. Narumi gets updated on the plot. Give me a moment. That is a problem. If Tatsumi's got... That's his voice now. I don't know why I give him that voice. That is a problem if Tatsumi's gone missing. Are those the pieces of the insect cage you said Tatsumi was carrying? Can I see him for a second? Can you even tell I'm doing voices? I'd be very interested to know if it is at least noticeable. Narumi held the fragments and examined them from various angles. Hiya guys. Narumi? If you were watching just a second ago, they changed Narumi's expression a couple of times, and Huh. Whew. So, even little Splinter's rate higher than me nowadays, huh? Well, nothing wrong with being passionate about an investigation. I'll forgive him this time. Oh, hey, Raidou. There was one thing. The spiriting away at Men and Show I told you about? The missing people came back. The police have called off the search, too. But no one's seen Tatsumi yet. Looks like the case isn't quite closed yet. Holy It's hard to get a voice back. I'm no pro voice actor, as you might notice. No, that's not where I was. Holy smokes. Raidou. That's his voice now, I guess? Take a look at this. Right here, there's... Huh? Tay? Since when do you get here? Swell greeting there, Narumi. You obviously have your hands full, so why don't I pour myself some coffee? This isn't a cafe. Forget her, Raidou. I tried putting these together, and look what you get. Bibbidi bobbidi boo? See the pattern? It made me remember something. Wait till you hear this. It'll give us another lead on Don besides that no-show Tatsumi. Let's sit down and hash out all the details. It'll be good for both of us. I know you just got back, but it's time we had an investigational meeting whenever you're ready. Let's get it over with. Alright, I've just poured myself a fresh cup of joe, so let's get started. There's no need to go into too much detail. Just lay out the basics for me, okay? Putting what we know together, this is where we stand now. Tatsumi's vanished. The masked men are bad news. And we haven't found anyone but those two connected to the case. They're not making this easy. So this is what I'm thinking. I look forward to the remake of Soulless Army just to see, like, how off my terrible voices are. And we can all have a laugh at how bad I did. Or, in the off chance that a voice I did is somehow, in some universe, better than whoever they hired. Which isn't likely, because Atlas... Like, I know people don't like Persona 3 Reload's recasting, because it makes them sound like the Persona 4 cast. Like, shuffled around, and that's weird. But the voice actors themselves are very talented. We know that there's another thing besides Man and Show that connects our two leads, right? That thing Tatsumi got from the masked men, what was it? The insect cage. That's right, an insect cage. Tatsumi's got that insect cage from the masked men, and the masked men are on Don's side. That's what Tatsumi said, wasn't it? So we follow the insect cage, and maybe it leads us straight to Don. Let's keep an eye out for insect cages, okay, Raidou? Hard evidence doesn't lie. I'm glad we finally have some. This case is looking up. And I think that about wraps this up. Meeting adjourned. Nice work, Raidou. Ha! I'm hitting on all sixes today. I remembered something during the meeting. I knew I'd seen that pattern on the insect cage before in some document or other. It's called the Tento crest. I gotta switch voices. The Tento crest? That's the cat's voice now. I'm not too familiar with the crest, but I do know. It's the family crest of an old clan known as the Tsukigata. You hear a voice from the kitchen. What did you say? Narumi, did I just hear you say what I think you did? You said Tsukigata, didn't you? Te, you know something about the Tsukigata you want to share? Of course I do. They've been a pile of suspicious VIP deaths in about every area of society through the years. If you dig deep enough into those kinds of cases, a certain name comes up nearly every time. Tsukigata. That name's practically a boogeyman for us journos. Everyone knows you don't get involved with the Tsukigata. Word is, if you so much as let their name slip, men in strange outfits will come for you. For their crest to be found in the capital, well, yeah, the idea that these creeps are looking somewhere in the capital? Well, it puts something of a damper on the idea of going for a stroll, doesn't it? Especially for ladies. But don't worry, Tay, we've got Raidou, and heck, worst comes to worst, I'm interested. You're investigating the Tsukigata? Count me in. Huh? The Tsukigata clan's the stuff of rumors, folklore, and old wives' tales. But you found a Tento crest right here in the capital. This changes everything. They really exist. You said so yourself, Narumi. Hard evidence doesn't lie. How'd you get it? Well, I suppose. I read somewhere that the Tsukigata are supposed to be in Sanin region. The Sanin region? You can't get there without several train transfers out west, further and further. I get dizzy just thinking of all the time it'd take. Come on, Narumi. You're acting like an old grump. Doesn't it sound romantic, a trip to the country? Well, nuts to you. I'm off to the Sanin region, and I'm going to find the House of Tsukigata. Toshiro. If the Tsukigata's mark has been found in the capital, it may be worrying over nothing, but... Stay sharp. That's the cat's voice now. The Tsukigata clan, if I remember correctly. They're a family of assassins who, much like the Kuzunoha, are agents of the Yatagarasu. Well, that is interesting. The reason the 8th Fukoshi clan in particular is feared is that no one knows so much as their methods. And the heads of the 8th Fukoshi clan are the Tsukigata. As the name would suggest, the 8th Fukoshi clan is composed of Fukoshi. That did not help one bit. Those masked men sicked insects on Toshiro. And the insect cage they gave Tatsumi was engraved with the Tento crest. Those masked men are Fukoshi of the 8th Fukoshi clan. They're connected to the Tsukigata family somehow. And if Tatsumi said the masked men are with Don, then we're looking into both Don, at Akane's request, and the Tsukigata clan of Fukoshi. How is Don connected to the Tsukigata? Then there's Akane, the dame who started all this with her request. We still don't know her reasons for wanting to find him. Mystery after mystery. Oh, we're finally done with chapter 1. Good gorsh. Yes. Yes. Yes! Yeah, pardon me. So, the case from Akane Narita, Councilman Narita's little girl, to find this man called Don. Raidou and I have been focusing our investigation on our best lead, Goro Tatsumi from Manincho. Now, up to this point, everything was going more or less as planned. But when Raidou tried pressing Tatsumi about Don, the guy vanished into thin air. The only things he left behind were some fragments of an insect cage at the spot where he disappeared. The cage used to hold some kind of bug that can take luck from other people and give it to you. Tatsumi claims our Don's the one who gave it to him. Now, by reconstructing the fragments we found, the Tento crest on the cage becomes clear. There's an order of Fukoshi, a group of assassins who use insects in their trade, called the Tsukigata clan. This Tento crest is the family seal. Interesting that we find it on the cage from Manincho. After we found this, we broadened the scope of our search from Tatsumi to anyone with a red insect cage. After this break with the Tento crest, we thought we'd finally make some progress. But today's the third day since then with no new results. I'd take any lead at this point. We just need some sort of spark. Excuse me. I'm glad all my women sound the same, otherwise it'd be embarrassing if this was a different woman. Oh, hey, look, it's Miss Needs to brush her hair. Come on, you didn't have to take the trouble of coming out here. For you, I'd make a house call. No, I came here because I wanted to apologize for my father's rudeness to Raidou the other day. This is for you. It's homemade, so it may not look as perfect as one you'd find in a bakery, but I'm giving, even though I'm kind of using my lady voice, I'm giving her Narumi's accent towards the end of their sentences, I've noticed. Really? You made this yourself? Jeepers, you got a real knack for that. Let me see, I think I'll try a little myself. Sweet, but not too sweet. Just the way I like it. Color me impressed. That's the cat's voice now, by the way. Hey, maybe Akane should have a look at that. We found this while looking into your little problem. Talk about bad timing. Sorry, Akane, I have to take this. You seem busy, so I'll be on my way. Pardon me, and give Miss Narumi my regards. Good news, Raidou, huh? She left. More bad timing. I was going to ask her if she knew anything about this. That and maybe have a little chat about her father, Councilman Narita. Oh well. That was Tay on the line. Care to guess where she was calling from? Tsukigata village, home of the eponymous Tsukigata clan. She's searching for a clan that might not even exist. And she went all the way to the Sanin region to do it. Gotta admire the dame's spunk. And that's not even the best part. That Tay's really outdone herself this time. Lucky for us, she called just when we needed her. Wait until you hear what Tay found out in Tsukigata village. The guy we're looking for. She found our Don's house. Chapter 2, Assassin's Bloodline. We figured it's impossible to find Don in the capital, so we're going all in on what Tay found out. Here's hoping we learn something at Don's home in Tsukigata Village that points the way to him. After a long ride on the express train, we arrived at the station facing the ocean. From there we hopped on a bus and went over what felt like a whole mountain range. A long trip, all to reach a place where they still believe in protecting the family name at all costs. And here we are, a quiet, cozy little burg out in the sticks. Oh, there you are. Over here, Raidou. And you too, Narumi. I haven't said this before, but Tay looks like she eats souls. But she puts them in like little tea time finger sandwiches. Pinky up. Because she's a lady. Welcome to Tsukigata Village. How do you like the trip? It's the Narumi Detective Agency. Mine, yet I'm always treated like some bit player in Raidou's life. Anyhow, I didn't much care for the trip. Too long for my tastes. I'm exhausted, aren't you, Raidou? I knew you'd say so, Narumi, and I've already got an inn all picked out for you. It's called the Fukuroku Inn. It's in the resort environs of Tsukigata Village. You're a peach, Tay. Now we don't have to worry about finding a base for the investigation out here. Mind filling us in on what you were yammering about over the phone once we get to the inn? You can tell us all about Don's ancestral home. You don't have to tell me twice. This is Kicho Asakura you're talking to, remember? Sure. I just didn't want Akane to be waiting back at the capital for us too long, you know? Anyhow, we need to find some lead on Don in this burg or we're bust. Put your backs into it, guys. But before we get started with that, let's take a little rest at that inn. What was it called? Fukuroku? I remembered, and I'm bad at remembering. All right, the Fukuroku Inn. At the resort environs, yeah? We'll head there straight away. The bus schedule is shown here. The bus will be here momentarily. Return to the capital. Oh, I can return to the capital. Good. I'm going to do that really quick. Oh. Boo. There's items I missed. I want to go get the items. Let's talk to people. Do you see that sort of crater past the resort area? I haven't been over there yet, but it's got me wondering why the ground's shaped that way. By the way, do you know my name? You do my name, don't you? Raidou? She's on the case, so it's Kicho. Yep, and even the great Kicho Asakura had a rocky time finding Don's house. I was running around in heels. You know that? My feet paid the price for what I found out. Always wear sensible shoes, people. Don't futz with your body for fashion. But I'll tell you all about it at the Fukuroku Inn. I've really got to get these shoes off. That was quite a trip from the capital. First the train, then the bus. No wonder my kista aches. Well, the first rule of traveling is to secure a base. That place Tay told us about. The Fukuroku Inn, right? Let's stop by there first. And then we can't get that till later. So we may as well just leave. A lot of things that we can't get because we gave back the flute of Lapras summoning. Bloodshot-eyed woman. You're not from around here. Sightseeing? If you're headed to the hot springs, watch your step, you hear? You might get turned into a woman. Or a swan. Or a pig. Or a cat. If you step on a single blessed ant, the insects will curse to you. I believe this is a new and different song. We'll continue the investigation in the next episode. And eventually I'll go back to the capital and get that item I missed back in the beginning of Chapter 1.